Joe a little bit on this. It's good to see a lot of folks, familiar faces, people that we know, people that we're just beginning to meet, and hope you enjoy this afternoon's ceremony. First thing we're going to do is ask the Hunters Lane High School Junior ROTC for the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance. There's William. Special thanks to some sponsors who have helped see to it that this could happen today. The folks at Coca-Cola, Herff Jones, the Tennessee Credit Union, and Vanderbilt Sports Medicine. And last but not least, want to acknowledge and thank the folks who are on the committee for this Sports Hall of Fame. They include James Armstrong, Scott Brunette, Hale Harris, Chris Henson, Jeff Lockridge, Walter Overton, Wayne Parker, Ralph Thompson, Joanne Tribune, Bill Williams, Al Dorothy Wright, and John Younger. And with that, I guess we're about ready to get the food going, kind of kick back and relax, and we'll be back in a few minutes to sort of get the show on the road and bring you the 8 folks who are being inducted today. Again, thank you for being here. Enjoy your meal. Following his high school career, he was awarded a 4-year grant and aid dual scholarship, baseball and football, at the University of Tennessee. He was expected to play for the baseball team at Tennessee, having earned an astounding .419 batting average in the Gilbert League. At Tennessee, he played football for 3 years, and he received his BS degree in education. He later received his master's and +30 in education from MTSU. Glencliff coach Herschel Moore stated, quote, "There never has been a better back than Bush in the NIL. We knew if we could get him some daylight, he'd go all the way. Every time he touched the football, he was a threat to score. Wayne Bush and George Volkert were the best backs I ever coached. With Bush, we knew no one could catch him if he got out in front." Teen Magazine stated, "Wayne Bush, the Glencliff Colt, gained over 1.5 miles rushing over 2 seasons and posted 343 points. He was Tennessee's leading point maker in 1959 with 164 points and scored 179 in 1960. Wayne went on to a distinguished teaching and coaching career in metropolitan Nashville public schools. He loved his family, his home, church, teaching, and coaching football, playing golf, swimming, hunting, fishing, and gardening. He is survived by his wife and high school sweetheart, Alice Calvert Bush, his 2 children, Leslie Bush Cruz, an MNPS teacher at Shane Elementary, Thomas Wayne Bush, and 3 granddaughters, Natalie, Keeley, and Sydney. So would all of you acknowledge the first inductee for this year into the Hall of Fame, Wayne Bush. Our next honoree is Corey Fleming. Hey, Corey, you nor I have ever been dressed this well. This is a big occasion. Corey was, as most of you know, a standout athlete in high school, college, and then during his professional tenure. He lettered in 3 sports in high school, football, basketball, and track. And during his high school years, his football accomplishments included All-Metro, All-City, All-State, McDonald's All-American, Mr. Football Back AAA runner-up, Atlanta's Touchdown Club Best Back in the State in 1988. Corey Fleming received a 4-year football scholarship at the University of Tennessee and had his jersey retired at Stratford High School in 2005. While at the University of Tennessee, he was a wide receiver and quarterback. Number 12 was an All-SEC and All-American selection. He was a 4-year letterman and UT Athletic Director's nominee for college football's Good Works team, which recognizes a player's contributions to the community. Corey continued to excel after being drafted in the 3rd round of the '94 NFL Draft. He was signed by the Dallas Cowboys and played in Super Bowl 30 when they defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers 27-17. Corey played with various teams while in the Arena Football League from 1997 to 2006. He was tabbed the AFL Rookie of the Year in 1997, played for the Cats, as most of you know, from '97 until 2001, the Carolina Cougars in 2002, and the Orlando Predators from '03 to '06. Corey earned first-team All-AFL honors 4 different times. He was named U.S. Army Iron Man of the Year, signifying the AFL's best 2-way player in 2004. And as some of you know, he led the Cats and later the Orlando Predators to Arena Bowl appearances. He is married to Tracy Fleming and has a daughter to Coria Fleming and a son, Corey Fleming Jr. Corey says, quote, "Being inducted into the MNPS2009SportsHoF is one of the greatest achievements ever presented to me. Many athletes compete for years on many different levels. I hope that I have always shown a sincere love and respect for the game of football and everything that it represents. I am one of the guys that truly cherishes being a role model for up-and-coming athletes." Would all of you welcome a well-dressed Corey Fleming?
I know that. How you doing? Great.
Corey, congratulations. Next up is Joe Gilliam, and he's certainly no stranger to most of you in the room. He was an outstanding quarterback at Pearl High School from '66 through '68. After high school, he signed to play at Tennessee State University. Joe Gilliam became an All-American quarterback at TSU between '69 and '72. He led his team to a 39-3 record and 2 Black College national championships in 1970 and '71. He was voted in '71 and '72 as an AP All-American and National Black College Player of the Year. Gilliam was known as Jefferson Street Joe for his legendary popularity after a boulevard that runs through the Tennessee State University campus. Born in Dunbar, West Virginia, to Ruth and Joe Gilliam Sr., Joey grew up in Nashville on the campus of TSU, where his father was defensive coordinator. The younger Gilliam displayed his own athletic abilities at a young age, beginning at Nashville's Washington Junior High School, where he participated in tumbling, track, and basketball. In '66, he became the starting quarterback at Pearl High School and led the squad when they played in the city's first season of integrated football. Drafted in the 11th round by the Pittsburgh Steelers in '72, Gilliam quickly earned a starting role for the Steelers in '74, leading them to a 30-0 win over the Baltimore Colts in the season opener and becoming the first African-American quarterback to start a regular season National Football League game. He became the Steelers' starting quarterback in '74, but lost the job when Terry Bradshaw was chosen to lead the team heading into the playoffs that year, fueling speculation years later that Gilliam was removed solely because he was black. Even Bradshaw, a well-respected player, admitted that Gilliam was more talented. Gilliam started 6 games for the Steelers before losing the position to Terry Bradshaw and led the club in passing that season with almost 1,300 yards. In his time with the Steelers, Gilliam earned 2 Super Bowl rings. Battles with drugs left Gilliam with many problems, but he fought back in rehabilitation centers and worked as a counselor to help others with their addictions. Most recently, in 1999, the Tennessee State University president allowed him to host a summer youth football camp at TSU with his father, Joe Gilliam Sr., to help pass on his love of the game. On Christmas Day 2000, Gilliam died of a heart attack in his home while watching his hometown Tennessee Titans. He is survived by 3 daughters, Joy, Dominique, and LaWanda, and 4 grandchildren. And so, it is time now to honor Joe Gilliam. Would all of you respond?
Thank you. Good to see you.
Coach Gilliam, it's good to have you with us today, and congratulations to you and your family. Our next honoree is William James Gupton, who devoted more than 3 decades of his life to the education and instruction of young students and athletes in the state of Tennessee. Gupton graduated from Clarksville Burt High School in 1930 and from Tennessee A&I University in 1935, where he also completed his postgraduate education in '56. Coach Gupton led his varsity team in victory in state tournaments 11 times in his 22 coaching years at Pearl High School. He led his team to victories 81% of the time and played with a total win-loss record of 443 wins, 107 losses. That's pretty amazing. 3 consecutive national tournaments were won in '58, '59, and '60. Coach of the Year was awarded to him 6 times on the state level and 3 times on the national level. 6 of his former players went on to coach teams here in this city. In 1939, Coach Gupton and Pearl High School hosted the first statewide basketball tournament in Tennessee. At that time, the governing organization was known as the Tennessee Colored Secondary School Athletic Association, which was eventually consolidated with the TSSAA. This became possible due to the influence of Bill Gupton, then the president of the Tennessee High School Athletic Association. Along with the previous accomplishments, he was the first black principal at an integrated school in Davidson County. Not only was this remarkable man acclaimed for his success as a coach, he's also remembered for his excellence as a teacher and an administrator during his 36-year tenure with the Metropolitan Nashville School System, where he retired in 1971. He was the principal at Meigs High School from 1960 through '71. Coach Gupton was inducted into the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame in '79 and the TSSAA Sports Hall of Fame in '05. The gymnasium at Martin Luther King High School is named the Gupton Ridley Gymnasium. Bill was known as Prophet Bill Gupton by former Loyola University of Chicago coach George Ireland. Bill once told Ireland when he was recruiting one of his players, quote, "I know how hard you worked to get that boy, but come back next year and I'll have 2 good ones for you." The dedication to excellence cannot be measured by winning seasons alone. His positive impact still resounds in our community today. Coach Gupton always maintained the highest family values and was most grateful for the love and companionship of his wife, Dorothy. He was also the loving father of William Champ Gupton Jr., so named by the Pearl High School basketball team because he was born on the night that Pearl won the 1959 state basketball championship. His legacy also includes a grandson, William Gupton III, and a great-granddaughter, Akila S. Gupton. Would all of you welcome William Gupton and honor him into the Hall of Fame? You don't look like William Gupton.
The Gupton family was unable to attend today, and I would like to accept this honor on behalf of Champ and his family. Thank you.
Next on the list is Dick Hayes, an outstanding athlete in high school and college. In high school, he was All-Nashville in basketball, All-City in baseball, and also excelled in football. After graduation, Dick Hayes attended Austin Peay State College. He also played football, basketball, and baseball there. His accomplishments included All-Conference in football, basketball, and baseball. He received the Joy Award, representing the outstanding athlete at the college, and also the highest honor, the Governor Award. He was elected Student Vice President and was inducted into the Austin Peay Athletic Hall of Fame in 1978. Dick served in the U.S. Army for 2 years. During his career, he was the head football and baseball coach at North High School, head football coach at Antioch High School, assistant principal at Apollo Middle School, principal at Cameron, Glencliff, and Ezell Harding High Schools. Other resignations, that's not the word. Other recognitions. Why was that one so hard? Let's try that one more time. Other recognitions include outstanding leadership in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes in 1965, president of the FCA, outstanding service to MNPS in 1983, dedicated Christian service and example to the youth of Nashville in 1992, and Region 6 Football Coaches Hall of Fame in 1995. Dick Hayes is a lifelong member of the Church of Christ. He was instrumental in establishing the Church of Christ in Tusculum. He has taught Bible classes from the establishment of his church to the present and serves as deacon and elder. Dick enjoys golfing and gardening as his hobbies. He is married to Clemie Morin Hayes, and I hope I've said that right. He has 2 children, Patricia Hayes Parker and Gerald Wayne Jerry Hayes, and 5 grandchildren. Would all of you welcome, and welcome now into the Hall of Fame, Dick Hayes. Well, let's see if I can read this one a little better. Our next honoree is Pam Hickman. She was a DAR medalist, student council officer, class officer, and excelled in basketball and tennis. Her sports accomplishments include 1954 All-District Tournament and All-District Tournament MVP, winner of the Nashville City Tennis Tournament in 62, 63, 64, 65, and 66. She pretty much dominated in the 60s. Winner of the Tennessee State Closed Tennis Tournament in 66. Winner of the Tennessee State Open Tennis Tournament in 68. Vice President of the Nashville Tennis Association in 68. Pam Hickman attended Peabody College for her BS degree. She obtained her master's degree in education specialist degree from MTSU. She began working for the Metro Nashville Public School System in '59. She taught and coached basketball at tennis at Maplewood High School for 27 years and Hunters Lane High School for 6 years. She was the first head girls basketball and the first tennis coach at the new Hunters Lane High School and built both programs from the foundation. Some of Pam Hickman's accomplishments as a coach were the 1966 Downtown Optimist Club NIL Basketball Coach of the Year, the first American National Bank District Coach of the Year in 73-74, and 75 Tennessean Basketball Coach of the Year, 1980 Tennessean Basketball Coach of the Year, 1987 TACA District Class AAA Girls Basketball Coach of the Year, 1989 TACA District Girls Tennis Coach of the Year, 1998 Region 6 Basketball Hall of Fame inductee. She was also ranked the #1 women's singles player in the state in 1966 and the #1 60s and over women's tennis player in the South in 2000. Some of her basketball team's highlights include 1962 District Tournament Champion, 1965 Regional Champion, Sub-State winners and state tournament participants, 1966 NIL champions, district champions, regional champions, sub-state winners, 4th place finish in the state tournament, 1975 regional champions, sub-state participants, 1976 regional champions, sub-state participants, 1980 district champions, sub-state winners, state tournament participants. She won a lot. In her spare time, Pam Hickman enjoyed being with her friends and playing tennis and golf. Billy Wayne Doris, teacher, counselor, and coach with Pam Hickman at Maplewood and Hunters Lane, had this to say about her, quote, "The teams which Coach Hickman directed always played hard and smart, a tribute to her competitiveness and intelligence which she conveyed to those teams. She was the consummate school professional." Would all of you welcome for induction into the Hall of Fame, Pamela Hickman. Our next inductee is Leon Moore. Leon was an exceptional athlete in high school, college, and in professional football. In high school, he played football, basketball, and he ran track. He was a member of the 62-63 Cameron Regional Championship basketball team and was selected All-City and All-State in both basketball and football. Prevail magazine shows him as one of the top 100 Nashville football players of all time. Upon graduating from high school, Leon received countless scholarship offers to play football at leading universities and ultimately decided to attend Tennessee State University. While at TSU, he was starting defensive back in all Midwestern Athletic Conference for the Tigers, and he was a member of the Grantland Rice Bowl championship team. Under the leadership of Coach John Merritt, the team lost only 5 games and had 2 unbeaten seasons in Leon Moore's college career. He also played baseball at TSU. After graduating, he was drafted by the Los Angeles Rams in '67, where he was a defensive back and member of the taxi squad. Other accomplishments include member of the historic all-black Tennessee Pride baseball team, member of the semi-professional Tri-State League, awarded the Schofield Knights Award for outstanding contributions in football, and he was a member of the Army National Guard and U.S. Army. Leon Moore also went on to a distinguished career as a coach. From '71 to '78, he served as assistant football coach at Fisk University, Central State University from '78 to '81, Texas Southern University in '83, Fayetteville State University from '83 to '86, and TSU from '86 until 2006. He is married to Cynthia Smith Moore and the proud father of 2 children, Brittany and Derek, and he has 3 grandchildren. His hobbies include coaching, jogging, church activities, mentoring children, and keeping informed in sports. Leon said, quote, everybody remembered me at Tennessee State as a maniac because I was a hard hitter and a little crazy on the field. They also called me Yak because I talked all the time. So he's either going to get in the sports talk business, or I'm not sure where this is going, but would all of you welcome the newest inductee into this Hall of Fame, Leon Moore.
Okay.
Leon, congratulations. Last but not least on our list of inductees is Larry Schmittou, who played basketball and baseball at Cone. His basketball team advanced to the state tournament, and in baseball he threw 2 no-hitters. From 62 to 68, Larry Schmittou was a teacher in the Nashville public school system. He was the head football coach and basketball coach at Bailey Junior High School from 62 to 65, and the head basketball coach at Goodlettsville High School from 66 through 68. From 65 through 68, he was a territorial scout for the Cleveland Indians. He was president and general manager of the Nashville Sounds Professional Baseball Club from 1978 until 1997. In August of 2000, he formed S&S Family Entertainment, LLC, to purchase family fun centers, with the main activity being bowling. He is currently president and co-owner of S&S Sports, which is one of the nation's largest owners of bowling centers. Larry received his Bachelor of Science degree from Peabody Teachers College, now part of Vanderbilt University, back in 1961, and he did postgraduate work at Peabody College from 1962 until 1964. As most of you know, he won over 500 games as a Sandlot baseball coach, winning 20 city championships, 8 state championships, and he had 6 teams reach the national finals in their age group. He became the head baseball coach and head football recruiter at Vanderbilt in the spring of 1968 and proceeded to win over 300 games, including 4 consecutive Eastern Division championships and the overall Southeastern Conference championship in both 1973 and 1974. In 1978, Larry put together a group of investors to bring professional baseball back to Nashville. The Sounds began as a AA club for the Cincinnati Reds. They're now a part of the prestigious American Association. Larry Schmittou has had much success in college and professional baseball, and his numerous honors include the 1973 and 74 SEC Coach of the Year Award. He's also a 2-time recipient of the Larry McPhail Award in 1978 and 1980. He was the Sporting News AA and Southern League Executive of the Year in 1978 and 1981, and was also the 1989 AAA Sporting News Executive of the Year. He also served as the AA and AAA representative on the National Association Professional Baseball League Executive Committee. Larry was also inducted into the Tennessee Baseball Coaches League Executive Committee, the Tennessee Baseball Coaches Hall of Fame in 1996, and he is also a member of the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. He served as vice president of the Texas Rangers of the American League from 1983 to 86. He was also president and part owner of the Nashville South Stars Hockey Club and the Music City Jammers basketball team. In 1993 and 94, Larry hosted 2 baseball teams at Greer Stadium, the AAA Nashville Sounds and the AA Nashville Express. The AAA Sounds won the 93 American Association Eastern Division, and the AA Express won the first half championship for the Western Division of the Southern League. Larry Schmittou was one of 25 individuals selected by the editors of Baseball America on their 25th anniversary whom they felt had made the most significant contributions to baseball in the past 25 years. He is married to Shirley Reynolds Schmittou, who is a saint, and they have 5 children and 16 grandchildren. And Shirley, I meant that. Would all of you welcome for induction into the Hall of Fame, Coach Larry Schmittou. Well, we've gotten through the 8, and we've learned a couple of things. First of all, congratulations to all 8 of the honorees who go in today. Jinx, we've learned that not only can I not see, I can't read. Some of that's hard, but I thank you all for putting up with me today. Joe will be back next year. God willing, and congratulations again to all the inductees. They're asking that all of you come up here when the program is over for a little bit of picture taking. The rest of you enjoy the rest of your day and drive home or drive back to work safely.
If I could, just for a second, I'd like to thank George for filling in for Joe at the last minute. I know it's hard on him, but let's give him a round of applause, please. On behalf of our Sports Hall of Fame committee, I'd like to thank everyone for coming and making this our 5th year and an annual occasion, and the honorees will be invited back next year. Thank you and have a good day. If you could have the ones that are living honorees, we need to go to the back. They need a picture in the very back on the left side. If you could go back there at the end. Thank you.